I would love for you to give me a comparison of who do you think, you model your game after as far as NFL quarterbacks.
Oh, man, that's a good question.
I'll put you on the spot.
Right, I don't mind it.
Kyle Krabs, Keith Sanchez, the Draft Network here in Santa Monica for Steve Clarkson's QB Retreat. We are joined by Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud.
So, man, nice
CJ,
to see y'all, man. Thank you for having me.
Listen, we wanted to start this conversation with you while we have a couple minutes of your time by asking you about your experiences from stepping into the starting role at Ohio State last year, from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. When you reflect on that playing time, how did you change as a quarterback throughout the course of that stretch of the season?
To be honest, I don't really think I changed anything. I think I just kind of stay even keel through the ups and downs. I mean, that's football is life. Saying this game of football has a lot of things to do with life, and I feel like we were doing a lot of good things this year, and when it went bad, I think we just stayed together. We stayed as a brotherhood, and I think that's why we end up doing good this year.
When you talk about it going bad, what were some of the things that y'all turned to kind of turn things around, right? Because I know in the building you kind of have that mentality of us against the world. So what were some of those things that y'all kind of came together and created that brotherhood?
Right. For me, it's more so, I just lean on my faith. God is the controller of my life and my career. So, whenever things weren't going the way I would like them, I would just pray to him and just ask for him to guide me and do the right things. And then as a team, you just go in there, you just practice a little harder. You trust in each other a little more, and you go out there and you do it again.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the Ohio State offense, too. You guys have had a lot of production, and have had a lot of production year over year. What is it about how Coach Day's offense works that allows you guys to be put in so many positions to score so many points and roll up so many yards on a weekly basis?
To me, I just feel like, they recruit well because they recruit really well, and we have a lot of good players. It's not really Coach Day does an awesome job calling good plays and getting us in the right positions to make plays and gets the ball in the playmaker's hands. So I feel like, but it starts with recruiting. I think they do a really good job. We have a real life brotherhood at Ohio State, and I feel like that's the reason why we all come there and we all have good camaraderie and we love each other.
Right. So we talked about, this past season, but I want to talk about, this season coming up. And we know that you lost some guys, right? You lost Garrett Wilson, you lost Chris Olave to the draft, and now you're the guy, right? You looked at as the leader of the offense. So what is your approach this year versus last year, and how are you getting those young guys motivated and ready for the game and for next season?
To be honest with you, I feel like last year I was in the same predicament I am in now. Of course, I don't have as many older guys, but Chris and Garrett, they'll even tell you I feel like I was the leader of the team then. And I feel like I'll do the same thing this year, but of course it's different now. Me being an upperclassman now with Jackson and some other the older guys that played last year. Like you said, we'll have to groom up the young guys, get them ready to play. So definitely, I don't think I'll change anything, but I definitely will make sure that I'm a little more vocal and make sure that I'm just those guys know that I'm there for them.
CJ, we always like to, when we get a chance to talk to quarterbacks, kind of get inside their head when they're getting up to the line of scrimmage on an any down and distance situation. So can you talk a little bit about your pre-snap inventory? You're getting up the line of scrimmage. Right. I think a lot of casual fans kind of take for granted that component of the game and how much information you have to process in a really short amount of time.
Yeah, for me, I go over a couple things, man. Depending on the team, more times than not, the safeties will get you home. So I start with the roof, see if it's one high, too high, if they're trying to rotate, if they're not. And then I'll go down to the linebackers, see if they're bossed over, see if they're trying to shade one way or another. And then I'll go down to the line, see if they're in an odd, even front, over, under, see if they're in a split, whatever the case may be, and try to go off the tendencies they'd like to do off film, and then go try to think about my notes and see what I watched film on that this week. Then I'll go to the corners, see if it's press man, they're off looking at me, or if they're in a blitzing looking, I want to say, cheating. Yeah, like they're cheating and trying to jump the line, toesy. So there's a lot of things I go over. I think, like you said, a lot of people take it for granted on what we have to go through. But to me, it's fun. I definitely enjoy watching film. It's probably one of my favorite things about playing the sport is watching film. So just getting better, and I think those are some of the things I go through.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned watching film, and obviously, I know you aspire to be in the NFL, right? That's the thing, to be an NFL quarterback. So I would love for you to give me a comparison of who do you think, you model your game after as far as NFL quarterbacks.
Oh, man, that's a good question.
I'll put you on the spot.
Right, I don't mind it. I always grew up looking into Deshaun Watson, man. I was the quarterback that I always try to model my game after. And then kind of meet him a couple times. I feel like we have a lot of similarities. I know that he likes to watch film as well, so that maybe think he's very physically gifted as well. So I feel like God has blessed me with my talent. So if I had in the league right now, probably Deshaun Watson.
CJ, the last question we have for you, and we're asking this to everybody who's out here. Obviously, NIL, it's a big change for the college football landscape. But if you think about Coach Day, if Coach Day got an NIL deal, who's the perfect company that you think would pair with him for an NIL deal?
Coach Day. I'm trying to think what Coach Day likes. Oh, this is tough. This is put me on the spot. I hope you don't.
I had to one up Keith because he said he put you on the spot for the comp.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
Like,
No,
right,
I ain't tripping.
back.
Let me think. I'm trying to think what Coach Day likes. I mean, he likes. I would say a Nike deal. He loves Air Maxes. So, it's like yeah, he's an Air Max guy. So probably like a Nike shoe deal. He might already have one because he has all type of different flavors in them and all that. So
We'll have to check the record.
Yeah,
on
for
that,
sure.
Right?
He has a lot of Air Maxes. He need to get some Jordans though. He tripping.
Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud here with us at Steve Clarkson's QB Retreat.
Appreciate
Really appreciate your time.
Thanks
Thanks for
having
chatting
me.
with us.
Thank you.